you have something multiplied by the y prime, just divide it out. Because you've got to isolate the y prime in the first order linear. So the first order linear, this is in 9.2 in your text. You have this isolated. Then you've got some function of x times y. You have to have this form. And then you've got some other function of x, whatever you want to call it. So when you're in this form, your solution is always going to be you have to integrate the right-hand side times the integrating factor, which is 2 to the antiderivative of p of x dx. You integrate this whole thing dx. And then you divide by the integrating factor. That's the trick. All right? It's always going to be the case. So when it's first order linear, the solution is going to be antiderivative of the right-hand side times the integrating factor, and then divided by the integrating factor. The integrating factor is e to the antiderivative of what you see here. So the integrating factor is going to be e to the antiderivative of what you see being multiplied by the y. Now the theory goes off of positive. So if there's a minus sign here, you have to have e to the antiderivative minus p of x, because you have to throw the minus sign in here. In other words, if there's a minus sign, if you see this, you have to think that this is this. And so your integrating factor will be e to the antiderivative of whatever is here, which in this case would be minus p of x. Okay, so you have to watch for that. Because the theory is with a plus. What makes the theory work is when there's a plus. So if it's a minus, you have to put it into a plus minus in order to make it work. Okay, now I'll hold a review